Hello everyone, welcome to the Dickhaut in Maastricht, the Netherlands. We would like to take you on a tour around the world, not in 80 days, I can assure you, but in a few minutes. As you can see, we're starting our tour in China, and I would like to show you this beautiful little sacrificial altar, completely decorated with bone panels, and it's standing on a carpet depicting 7 different dragons, very friendly looking dragons chasing the pearl, the fiery pearl of wisdom. At this moment you can see the legs of a, well, let's say a horse in Tang style, completely glued with bone panels. If you are looking very closely to the paintings in the back, people who are living in the Netherlands and especially in Maastricht will be sure to recognize this style. It is a painting made by Gerla Taster, who is classified as one of the, well, let's say Limburg people who work and live in Amsterdam. So he was born a son of a miner here in Maastricht, and there's currently a very beautiful exhibition on the work of this artist at the Bonnefante Museum in Maastricht. So we went from China to the Netherlands. We're going to take a little detour in Italy with this beautiful Venetian mirror. We're in France for the moment, and we're stopping at this beautiful Indian Anglo horse, completely covered in copper panels. Now, we're not going to stay in India, but we are going to move towards Thailand, where you can see this monumental face of a Buddha made in bronze. It was probably made in the earliest part of the 20th century. The Buddha itself, it's looking across to our cabinet, completely filled with goodies, with a lot of silver items, spoons, forks, fish cutlery. So if you want to have a very spectacular dinner at Christmas time, then please visit our auction house. From China, Italy, France and Thailand, we are moving to Africa. And if you're interested in trying to catch some birds, well, here's a Nigerian bird catcher, the carved skull of a hornbill, probably made in Indonesia, and some very cute and interesting passport masks. I will show you some pieces. They're very small passport masks. They were meant to defend the wearer against all sorts of powers, demonic powers or bad powers, and they were also used to show your status in society. So if you were walking around and you were moving, let's say from Maastricht to Amsterdam, people would know if you were a carpenter or if you were a wealthy man or somebody with a different profession. The masks you see here are also very cool or interesting. This one is a rather old Dan mask, and this one is probably made for the Chokwe tribe. The eyes that you can see here, or let's just say that the eyes are missing. There are lots of holes in there, and it's to show the things you cannot see. So on a metaphysical level, let's say. We also have some lovely ivory European pieces, all well before 1947. I have to stress, this one is one of my particular favorites. It's modeled after the Venus de Medici, and the addition of the little dolphin on the back, that was probably a copy after a famous British sculptor whose work can also be seen in lots of musea in England. Now we are seeing a, well, rather painful mask, because this mask was used in rituals for circumcision. So imagine you've just been circumcised, and then you have to put this mask on and you have to start dancing. So I don't think that you would be doing a lot of chanting. One of my favorites this auction, it's a beautiful terracotta sculpture from the Nok culture. It can be found in the western part of Africa, and it's characterized by this beautiful crescent-shaped eyes. It could be a portrait, it could be a deity, we're not really sure, but it's probably something to do with funerary rituals. Then these two trumpets, yes, indeed, they're trumpets. They are rather cracked, but they are almost always cracked, and they used to be standing upright in front of the tent of a chief. And if you had a lot of trumpets, then you were a very wealthy man. If you only had one trumpet standing in front of your door, then, well, you weren't very important. These are also extremely beautiful. This one is something that I find really nice. This is a very, is also something that you would put on top of your head and you would start chanting. It's from the Bamana tribe, and it depicts an antelope, a female antelope. Let me see. So we have seen a lot of different, or visited a lot of different countries. So here we are back in China with the laughing Buddhas, as you can see. Here we're in France with a Art Deco boudoir. Then we see a lot of blue and white porcelain. We're going to take you to another part of the sale, which contains again a lot of ivory. It's antique ivory, so we of course conform to the CITES regulations. And the most beautiful pieces, well, according to me, are standing here in this cabinet, where you can find a lovely decorative teapot. I don't know if you can see it, which has some polychromy, some paint on its surface. It's probably made around 1920, 1930. Now, if you're visiting us, you can relax in these beautiful chairs, which show some wear and tear, but who wouldn't show some wear and tear after several decades? And I'm going to leave you in Africa with a lot of beautiful Art Deco glass by Lalique and Sabino, and my colleague Robin, he will tell you more about this collection. So we hope to see you soon in China, Africa, France, Belgium, but most of all at Vendues Dickhaut. And I'm going to finish with my absolute favorite painting. Can't help it, you have to fall in love with this man. So we hope to see you soon at our auction of the 25th until the 28th of September. So bye bye.